Hi beautiful people, thank you for tuning in. My name is Lucy and today we are going to make a Comfrey Liquid Feed, which is a great fertilizer. So here it is, this is Comfrey and this is the purple flower version. It's just about to flower, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it down and use it as a liquid feed. If you'd like to support a small channel like mine, please watch till the end, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends and family, spread some love and leave me some comments. Much appreciated. I'm just gonna mention something about edibility from Wild Food UK, and it's been very controversial. I've been searching myself whether it is edible or not. It can really damage your liver, and some people say they eat it. So I've been searching and searching and searching, and what I find out, somebody said it's okay to eat it, the young leaves, and only a little, so you can make fritters from the leaves. This is the best version how you can eat it. But here what is mentioned about the edibility, I will show you. This is the white flower version and this is the purple flower version. What I showed you before, it's the purple flower. It hasn't been flowering yet, but it will be soon. I also have the white version. I couldn't find it. I've been searching everywhere, but I managed to get it from one of the nursery, and it's been flowering now, so I will show you in a bit. But as you can see the cross here, this is not edible, and it contains like harmful alkynes for your liver. But the white version doesn't contain this, and it's safe to eat apparently. And here they said about the fritters, this is the best version, and all the bigger leaves are better for this, and the young leaves sort of on the top, they are good to use it as a spinach or so. But I will let you make your own decision. If it's okay with you, go and try a little bit of the white flowered version, but as with anything new, try only tiny little bit and do your own research. But back to the liquid feed, we are not gonna eat it today. We are gonna make a nice fertilizer for your vegetables, for your garden, for your fruit, for your flowers. It's wonderful, it's organic, and it's really free to use. Word of caution, Comfrey can easily overtake your garden, so be careful where you plant it. I don't mind it, and I usually plant it next to my plants. Let's say I've got here red currant or black currant, so I plant it next to it, then I cut it, chop it off, and put the leaves around it. Or I can use it as the liquid, so I don't really mind, and I've got dedicated areas in my garden for it. But if you are really cautious, it can overtake your garden. You can search and you can buy actually a version which hasn't got this spreading tendencies, and yes, that's a wonderful thing and solution for you. And here it is, the white flowered version. This is my first year. I actually planted this a couple of weeks ago, and it's doing pretty well. Another word of caution, it can be confused for 𝗬𝗲𝗁𝘀𝗃. So I've got both of them growing together next to each other. This is Comfrey, and you can see the flowers will be just emerging. This is the purple version as well. And when they are young, the leaves can look very similar. So this is Comfrey leaf, and here next to it, this is 𝗬𝗲𝗁𝘀𝗃. It's got wonderful flowers. It hasn't been flowering yet. This one, it's about to open, so really make sure you know what you've got and make sure it's really Comfrey. And how can you actually do it? So you harvest the leaves, you chop them up into smaller pieces, and you can get like a plastic bottle or something like that with an open top. You would put the leaves there, really mash them and squash them up, and you would put some weight on it. So I've got like stone, so imagine you've got the leaves here, and then you will need to put it somewhere where it can be dripping into, and yes, you leave it there for however long it takes, and basically you need to be catching up the liquid. Make sure this is like in a sheltered place and outside of direct sun. And then once you've got the liquid at the bottom, you just put it either in a clean plastic bottle or glass bottle. Make sure you've got a top on it, and you keep it somewhere cool, so maybe in the garage or somewhere. And what you do, it will be highly concentrated. You just put a little into watering can and put ideally rainwater, dilute it like that, mix it up, and then it's ready for your wonderful plants. This way it's really easy for the plants to absorb the lovely nutrition. But guess what? I had a thought, because I've got a cold press juicer, and I am using this for wheatgrass or spelt grass or whatever, to have nice shot of chlorophyll. So I was thinking, why don't I try this way, because I don't have to have it and wait for it, and basically it should separate the pulp and give me the liquid, and I can still use pulp from the leaves to put around my plants as a fertilizer. So I'm gonna harvest some leaves now. I leave it on the side for a bit, make sure little creepy crawlies can escape, and then I make it sure it's nice. I cut it into smaller pieces, and it will fit into the cold press juicer, and I will try this way. So I should have the liquid feed pretty straight away. I'm really excited about this. I love these crazy DIY things, and I've got quite a few nettles as well, so maybe I think I will mix it up, a bit of comfrey and bit of nettles. Both of them are excellent for your plants. Okay, so I've got plenty here. This is what I gather from my garden. It smells like cucumber. I wish you could smell it. So I'm gonna put it through the cold press juicer and see, and I will see in what mood I will be, whether I will want to do the nettles or I leave them for next time. Okay, to give you some idea, this is what it looks like. And this is how much pulp I've got. So I'm gonna use it as a fertilizer right now, this one. And I've got still a couple of more leaves left. And I think I will store it in the jar. I think it will be easier for me to handle. Then I can just scoop out whatever I need into watering can, put rainwater in it, and that's it. Woohoo! And here we are. This is what I've got from the amount of leaves I showed you, and I'm gonna store it in cool dark place and use it whenever I need. I also wanted to say that comfrey, it's really easy to propagate from the root. All you need to do is dig out a bit of of the root, cut it up and plant it again. Obviously the bigger size of root you cut, the easier it will be propagate and the quicker it will grow. So this is one tip, and let me know in the comments below. I really want to know how do you use Comfrey? Do you use the concentrated Comfrey liquid? Or do you do this method with the water when you can chop up the leaves and leave it in water for a couple of weeks and strain it and use it this way? I use this one last year. It's a really good method as well, but it's quite smelly, so I prefer the non-smelly method, and I love learning new stuff. So really let me know how you use Comfrey, and if you like to get into organic gardening, this one is must for you. I hope you find it useful. Please share with your friends and family, spread some love, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, leave me some comments, and that's all from me. From my heart to your heart. Bye until next time.